Okay, we are live with Stationeers again. So yesterday, we made the base pretty kind of maybe livable by heating it up to regular temperatures. Now we'll see if it loses heat in the long term or if it gains it passively. I'm not sure. Though I did have a thing, I was thinking about it, and as Christmas is coming up soon with December, and as you may or may not have noticed, I'm getting pretty, let's say, once we have the base fully built, and then we have to build a communications array, and then we have to build a rocketry, it's pretty much gonna be, boring, I'm gonna say. I'm getting bored, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So here's the new deadline or finish point that I'm setting. Once we have the base operational, so it's gonna have, you know, the botany section is gonna have potatoes and lights and programmed. The living space is gonna have, you know, wiring, lights, and all that stuff. Once the base is gonna be our new main base, that we don't have to leave, then we'll stop the series. So it should be like, I don't know, sometime next week, I'm gonna guess. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit shorter than what I originally anticipated, but I'm getting kinda bored. So, them's the breaks. Anyway, let's get started. Boop. So today's stream is mining time. We gotta get steel, silver, solder, copper, silicon. So yeah, a big list of things to get. So let's begin. We're still out at the mining outpost. So yesterday I said I was gonna go back to the life support nugget to refill on our essentials, which I did. And we're just gonna leave our backpack here. Dang it, our jetpack. Pick up the mining backpack, which is empty, and go mining. So we're looking for steel. Let's go with steel first. Steel, silver, solder. Solder is lead and iron, right? Let me check. Solder. It's, yeah, iron and lead. Okay, so we can just, you know, keep an eye out. There should be plenty of iron around these parts, if I remember right. Batteries are decent. That's a bunch of iron right below our feet. Oh, there it is. Iron time. We also need to get some coal, not only for the steel making, but also for the generator, which is on its last stack of coal. Okay, get back up, please. And let's keep looking. Nitrogen ice, we're not interested. It does have nitrous oxide in it, but we don't have any systems to use it. And also it does become liquid pretty easily. That's lead. Yep. Okay. Let's get one more stack. Okay, that's enough. We don't need that much more. A bit of iron can't hurt. I would like to find some silver. We just need like one stack of silver. Not that much. We have a bunch of ices back at home, so that's fine. What is that below? It's all gray. Not sure what that is. What mineral is that? Oh, is it ice? It's coal! Okay, give me a bunch of coal, please. Good thing we checked. I was thinking maybe it was silicon, which we also want. Here's the question, do I do the smelting at the mining outpost or back at the real base? Because we could recycle the carbon dioxide. I think we'll keep steel making for the outpost, but the other smelting we can do on the I got it backwards. The steel making we'll do at the base, but the rest of the smelting we'll do on the outpost. So we'll keep iron and coal in our bag. We're gonna get a lot of stacks, because we also need to keep some for fuel purposes. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that should be good. That's a decent haul. We can do another vein though. Anyway, let's keep looking. We could use a bit of volatiles just for the smelting. That should be enough. That's gold. We don't actually need gold. We'll be fine without that. That's more coal. That's water ice. We're not looking for that. Oxide, we could use a bit. There we go. And more coal. I think once we're done with this vein, we can stop. On coal, specifically. And look for something else. Or we're just mining what comes up, really. We're not really being selective so far. Apart from that, I did skip on gold, but that's about it. And nitrogen ice. Well, let's keep mining. I could also look for copper and silver. Since we're not going to be smelting all the steel yet, it's going to be taking space in my backpack. Okay. That should be good enough. Let's look for copper, iron. Oh, iron. Copper, iron, and silver. Okay. Now, iron that mines really quickly. Jeez. That's the entire vein done? Done. Oh yeah, you can feel the upgrades working now. We do need silicon. Let me dig that up. Okay, this doesn't mine as fast, but we'll take it all. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, bap, boop. Volatile ice. Okay. That should be coal that way, so we don't want that. We have a little extra silicon. It's not that much silicon, but it'll come in handy. Anyway, back on the tracks. Let's look for more stuff. Please, silver. That's gold again. Please, silver. And copper. That's gold. I believe there was a time where we had a hard time finding gold. It's copper and silver. None of it for leagues around. Oh, iron below our feet. I'll mine it. We need a lot of iron. For steel purposes. Okay. And also it mines pretty fast, so it's not too bad. Okay. Let's keep it going. Where to next? That's coal. I'm gonna skip that coal. Come on, silver and copper. Come on. Come on. It's a bunch of gold. It's even more gold. You can see a lot of ore on this field. That's coal, ice. A bit of iron mixed in with some ice. I'm good. I would have minded, but I don't want to bother with all the ice. I can mine this. Oop. Okay. Keep mining. Thank you. Okay. I'm not. We're good on iron. Let's find copper and silver. That's a mixed deposit, whatever we're calling it. Also, I'm kind of getting lost. Thankfully, we have the tracker beacon activated back at home. Find our way back. Oh, copper. Nice. We were just about to run out of copper for making wires, or just making anything, really. So let's mine this up. Okay. I guess that's enough. Not really. It's not that much, but we'll have to take it. Now we have to find silver. And not mine anything else. That's nickel. Ice. Coal. More nickel. Copper. Come on, silver. Nitrogen ice. Coal. Come on. Silicone. Some ice. That's lead. That's nitrogen ice. That's copper. That's copper still. Yeah, that's where all the copper was. Okay, our house should be down that way. That's copper and what? Carbon? Silicon. Come on, silver. That's cool. It's iron. Come on, silver. We just need some raw silver nuggets. Oh, silver. Let's mine the whole vein. We'll just need one stack of silver for like raw silver for some goods. But we can keep the rest of the silver in reserve until we need it for electrum. Actually, we can just smelt it all. And if we ever need to make electrum, we can use a stack here to separate it. Okay. Honestly, I prefer Vintage Story to Stationeers in terms of hardcore survival crafting games. Okay, we're full. Give me a second. We can manage this. It's fine. Actually, we can't. Well, I can put this in my pocket. Boom. You get one more stack of silver. Also, I can throw away this bit of iron. It's not enough. Because now I can get 2 more stacks. Which I'm hoping this is what was left, but I don't think so. A bit. Okay, let's go smelt the copper and silver and silicon. And we'll keep the rest for the base. Also, we'll refill our essentials. Hey, it's daytime. I don't think we even need the tablet out now. Okay. So it'll be time to test our smelting setup. See if we can really cool down the gases and reuse them. I just need to have make sure that the pipes are done. We'll see. Oh, and I gotta set up the filter too. With a programmed chip. Well, we can do that. Once we have the solder back, we can do it. I can do 200 solder. That sounds about right. Though we'll have too much coal and not enough iron for the steel. Oh well. That's fine too. Oh hey, there's silver right here. Cool. Cool! Okay, we didn't fall too much. That was lucky. Here we are. I gotta get the generator turned on so it gets a bit of power inside the place. The survival nugget. Come on. 43, let's go down to 40. So hello there, Fight Mech Warrior. Welcome back. Yeah, so I'm thinking we're gonna wrap up this series like in a couple of days. Because I'm kind of... Honestly, Vintage 3 was better. It was more fun. At least I found it more fun. Come on. Come on. So once we have the base all done, we'll stop. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Today is mining day. Come on. Come on. Enough. Yeah, okay, you burn a couple of coal. Let's put down our haul. So I'm gonna leave behind a bunch of coal. That's for fuel. Okay, it's time to smelt. You're empty, so you're good to start. We'll do... Oh. We'll do... whatever. Waste tank. Nothing. Let's do... Let me see. If I wanted to smelt silver... Come on. Silver. This will be at low temperatures, low pressure. We can do that first. Let's smelt the silver. First, make a fire. Thank you. Thank you. Fire it up. Okay, put the silver in there. As long as it's mining and not miner. You need new jokes. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Jokes about mining. I don't know. There's probably tons of jokes about gold mining and coal mining. That's been going on forever. We just don't know about it yet. Anyway, here's some silver. Okay. Actually, don't we have more silver in my pockets? Yeah, pocket silver. And also we have a bit in the belt. Okay. And I'm gonna put these all back in to make one single ingot. Yeah. Redo my ingots, please. If that temperature is above 600, it'll be fine. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Then you can eject. Much better. Boop. Next, the copper. I think this also melts at low temperatures, right? Right. Though it'll be soon too cold. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, no, we'll manage. Boom. So we got silver, we got copper. Maybe we can do the silicon. Or you know what? No. Let's do the solder. So it's gonna be lead and iron. Solder. It has to be hot temperatures, right? Oh no, it's super cold actually. Now's the time. Yeah, so solder is done at super cold temperatures. Good to know. Put the lead in there. Thank you. Put the iron in there next. A bit more iron. Come on. Today's windy. That's power. I can't see power. Anyway, that's solder done, right? Right. I can do a bit extra. Right. Right. Bit extra. So we won't be getting much steel, but that just means we'll have to go out and mine a bit more. Okay. It's good. Boom. Solder. Next, silicon. I think we'll have to do a cycling of the air. Let me check. Silicon. Hot temperatures, decent pressure. Yeah, so we'll have to redo this. Please empty. Thank you. Yeah, so once we do our smelting at the real base, this process here of emptying it should dump all the gases inside the cooling loop, which hopefully should cool the gases enough for us to reuse. The cone is silly. This... Oh, silicone. Yes, exactly. That was my joke. Up. There we go. Okay, new fire. Silicon time. We can use all this space that we have open now for iron mining. Yeah, we can go out mining again and do some iron mining. We're gonna need a ton anyway. Let's see, it's 3 iron, 1 coal for steel purposes.
Power low.
Power's fine. Yeah, so look at that. We're gonna need a lot more. Actually, we're also gonna need more coal. Look at that. Yeah, so we'll need more coal and more iron. Yeah, we can manage. Okay, that's silicone. We'll leave this to be emptied. Okay. Anything else we gotta refill on? It's fine. Let's go mine iron right now, real quick. Real quick. How's our battery? Battery's fine. Make sure to have this on ore scanning. Thank you. So, oh, we also need more coal, so let me dig that up. 1 coal deposit and a couple of iron deposits should be fine. Thank you. This one was like a thin, long vein, if I remember the scanning correctly. Okay. Thank you. There we go. Keep mining. Hopefully, we won't have to mine much more. What I know is that once we're done with this iron mining trip, we'll have to refill all our supplies and then head for the main base. And hopefully, once we have the suit storage built, I can finish the pipes around it, and then we can refill our bottles, our air bottle, at the base. We can drink water at the base. If I bring a bunch of potatoes over, we can eat potatoes at the base. So So we won't have to come back to the life support nugget until we run out of potatoes. In which case I'll have to come back and get the seeds. Anyway, that should be enough. Let's find some iron. Thank you. That's more coal. This is ice. Yep. There's coal beneath our feet. That's volatile ice. This is iron. Good. I like iron because it mines very fast. And you get a ton of it. Look at that. It's like 300 iron in 5 seconds. Boop. Boop. And give me up there a bit. Up. Okay, we're done. Next. Another vein. Yeah, okay, one more vein of iron and we'll be done. This should be enough. I just replace this stuff. Okay, so I have a bit of extra. I have a bit of extra coal. That's fine. Scan the ore scanner, please. I do like the vista of Jupiter's overlooking this place. Okay. Here we are. If I ever play this game again, it'll be on a regular difficulty instead of brutal difficulty. Because having to make the life support nugget was really fun. You know, having to rush to get air, to get power, to get the potatoes, to get the heat. That was fun. But once that's done, the process of making the actual base, that wasn't so fun anymore. Whereas if we were in standard mode, we would have had much more supplies. So instead of having to make 2 bases differently, we could have had one like template base to survive in, and then expand it slowly but surely. Anyway, I think we're done here. It was just the mood I was in when I started this series of I wanted to play on the brutal difficulty. But now that we've done it and that I've proven that it's possible, I don't feel like doing it I don't feel like doing it anymore. Because it's done. You know, it's like playing Minecraft for like the second time and playing it on hardcore to prove it's possible. And then you do it, but then you're stuck playing Minecraft on hardcore as you're going for the Ender Dragon or something. I don't know. It's been like 10 years since I played Minecraft. I don't know what you do anymore in the end game. I'm gonna guess you guys don't have any power left. Turn on, please. Boop, boop, boop. We don't need that much power. That should be enough. Let's see, this is all going to be steel. And we don't have enough for another steel stack. It's fine. We can have some extra coal laying around. Yeah, we have decent power. Okay, let's make sure we're good on resources. There's plenty of air in here. Oh, that bottle was not filled. That was not a full bottle. Now, yep, I did it right. And then wait for it. That's not high enough. Okay, that's pretty high. Good. Switch the battery out. Thank you. Drink some water, eat some food. Switch the battery of the tracker. Actually, the old battery has more power, so stay in here. Eat the potatoes. And now we're going to go out and smelt. Okay. Here we go. Boop. Okay, so this is empty. Let's start a new fire. Because that's how that works. Oh wait, no. We're not doing it here. No, never mind. We're not doing that here. We're doing it on the other base. Up. So we can test the recycling systems. Oh, before I go, let me get my jetpack and all the other materials we left behind. Okay, so jetpack equip. We're gonna pick up the ores case. Put the metals in our backpack, in our pocket, in our hands, and now we can go. So with all these supplies, we should be able to do a chip to program, do a laptop and a chip and program the filtering system on the furnace recycling loop to be able to control everything so that we can recycle the gases that we use for smelting. We'll see. And also, now, if the base is hot enough, we should be able to pass water through the pipes now without it freezing and exploding. Which means I can use it to drink from. Once again, we'll see. We have plenty of ice over there to use for this. You know, I think I know the reason why I don't like this game as much as, you know, I still like this game, as you know, as you notice. I did learn the coding language, but I don't like it as much as Vintage 3. I think it's because it's not as cozy. When you're at home, you're on your bear pelt in front of your fire, cooking a pot of something or other. That's very cozy. But in this game, when you're at home in your exposed wires with your creaking pipes, drinking from a water fountain, or cooking a potato in the microwave, not exactly the same feeling, is it? Anyway, different games for different games. Here we are. Okay. Let's get in there. Hopefully there's not a storm coming soon, because we don't have the warning system set up yet. Probably should rectify that. In fact, you know what? It shouldn't be that hard to put a weather station up. Then I can connect it to the airlock system. I don't even need to cancel this anymore. Okay, anyway. We have materials. I want to do electronic stuff. So put those materials inside the electronics printer. Thank you. And then using these, I can do a laptop, a battery, and a chip. Laptop. No, needs Electrum. We should have Electrum, don't we? Yeah, we do. There it is. Electrum. That's Invar. That's silicone. So give me a laptop. Then give me a battery for it. It can be a small battery, so it doesn't use much power. And then we print a chip, and then we can program it to the thing outside. Do you also do the weather station here? Yes. It's pretty cheap. I should find a spot to put it on. It's gonna have to be outside. Probably using this cable system here. If I had to take a guess. Because it's what's nearest to the outside. Actually, no, we can use it on the we can put it on the atmospheric section. I think that can work. Anyway, you're almost done with the laptop. So compared to the stationary computer, the laptop can't program remotely. Like, you know how I have a setup in my base that my life support nugget, where I have a computer in the middle that I can use to control remotely devices. Now I can't do that with the laptop, but I can program a chip just from anywhere whenever I want. So let me do an IC chip. There we go. We'll slot that inside the filter to control everything. Don't we have a mining backpack somewhere? You should be full of ice, right? Yes. And you are the backpack I need to use for the upcoming thingamabob. So give me a weather station, please. Okay, give me a second. Slot in inside here a battery. I should get another small battery. This is making a weather station, yep. Give me another small one. Also, we need a editor motherboard. Put the chip in here. Boop. This is going to be charging pretty fast. Come on, do the thing. Okay, in the meanwhile, it's 6 degrees currently, which is hot enough for us to take off our suit. But it's not hot enough for us to be, you know, comfortable. How's the temperature in there? Still 2,000 degrees. Let's turn that on until it's like 30 degrees. I think we're slowly, very, very, very slowly losing heat as time goes on. I think that's what's going on right now. Very, very, very slowly losing heat. So this system should be usable for the long term. Anyway, it's also hot enough for me to put water in the pipes. So we can test that later. Give me a battery, please. Also, we need a chip. Let's see, where is that? Cartridge, motherboard. Motherboard, this one. Thank you. Okay, this battery can stay here. Slot that inside the computer. Put the motherboard in there. Boom, it's ready to be used. Okay, put that inside my backpack. Let me first get some water in the pipes. We'll do a bit of water and check it closely. I don't have a pipe analyzer, don't I? So we'll just have to just put a bit of water and see what happens. A bit of water. Okay, well, that was fast. And now this thing has water inside, right? I can test. I have your water bottle filler, and I have an empty water bottle. And it currently does not have power. And that's the issue. Ah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, I remember now. That's why I wanted solder so bad. Because we needed them for APCs. Area power controllers. Boop. And also a battery, please. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, well. Put that here. Crowbar it open, please. Crowbar. There it is. We'll close it later. There is an empty cell. I might need to put a water pump in here, otherwise there's going to be a bunch of water accumulating inside this machine. How much water, by the way? 0.7 liters. I'm not hearing any pipes explode, so that's fine. You need to turn on. Give me some power, please. Thank you. And pass some wires. Okay, that's a bit too bad. Come on. I was worried that the water pipes were touching the outside, and therefore we're going to be freezing in like 5 seconds. What's the problem? Are you not receiving water? Is that the issue? I think that's what the issue is. I can put a bit more water in there then. Let's see if I put 10. Ah, it's melted. Let me get a vacuum. I gotta mop this up. A liquid vacuum, please. Liquid vacuum. Steel electrum and var solder. Dang, that's expensive. Solder electrum in here.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank's fine. Electrum solder. And steel. Steel Invar. Invar. And steel. Okay. Boop. Okay. So now we can print that up. Yep. So we can mop up the floor. Are the pipes exploding? Doesn't seem so. Is the water in my bottle filled? No. I'm thinking the issue might be that we need a pump. A water pump. On the ice crusher. Or it was off. Maybe that was the issue. Okay, pump. This needs a battery. I can just swap in quickly my mining battery because we won't need this often. Absorb. Please. It was just like a 1 or 2. There we go. And then we can just leave this here. Pick up the battery. Thank you. Are we getting water? Yes, and it's not frozen. Huzzah. Also, you know what? I can take off my suit, but then when I do that, I won't have any light. So I should go over here and get a lamp. Headlamp. 2 gold, 2 copper. That's pretty cheap. Should have gotten that much earlier. Gold, copper. Still need the battery. That's fine. Make another battery. There it goes. Okay, so we have water now in here. Let me ditch the suit. We should go ahead. Oh god, I can't see anything. Let me get a battery in there real quick. Okay. We should go ahead and do the suit storage so we can recharge our suit passively. Suit store. Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Suit storage. Copper, silver, which is not here. Did you take the silver? Yes. One more. Thank you. Put the silver in there. Get these materials back. There's an empty bag over there. Okay. Keep going. Turn off. Okay. So, suit storage, please. Thank you. So we can put the finishing touches on that. We'll have a pump that pumps the air, the oxygen in. So this is oxygen, right? Okay, well, we don't have anything in there yet, but this is oxygen. This is nitrogen, which I'm both going to connect to a suit locker. There's going to be a waste pipe that's going to have to connect all the way over here. A waste pipe and power that powers the suit. So we can go ahead and set up power right now. Wire cutters. So I can merge some wires here. Okay. Yeah, so we can put some wires down now. How's it looking? Food storage. Let's see. It's going to be looking... We have different looks for it. I think we'll go with the default one. See how it looks. Okay, so... at the bottom... Okay, so in the middle part, that's where the waste comes out. On the bottom, there's nitrogen, oxygen inputs. And the wires are in the middle up. Do the other variants have different inputs? No, it's all the same. Okay, so if I put you like here. Yes. Oh, do I need to finish you up? No, that's good. Let me first connect power. It's right over here. Connect you to the thingamabob over there. Okay. It's gonna be a bit weird for the stuff to navigate, but whatever. Next, we have breathing, so that's oxygen. Propellant, that's nitrogen. So nitrogen has to connect there. Oxygen has to do the big loop to connect here. And then the waste is going to have to go ahead and connect all the way over here. So we need a lot of pipes, basically. And also we need some gas in these pipes. Because currently they're empty. That's propellant, right? Yeah, that's propellant. This, no, the wire's going to block. So go here, then 2 pipes. Okay. Anyway, let's leave that for now. Do we? How's my suit? Let's focus on that, actually. I was going to say leave that for now and come back later because we have some stuff to process, but no. It's just piping. We can do piping. It's just a bunch of pipes. And also some pumps. We'll need pumps to make sure that it keeps high pressure. So actually here, we can have a pump. Okay. Same thing for oxygen. It's going to be like a pump. I don't know. Here, maybe. This way we can make sure that it keeps the pressure. It doesn't go over pressure, so it doesn't explode my bottles. But it also doesn't go under pressure if we have too little gas. Okay, give me some pump action, please. Volume pumps. We need 2. Actually, we need 3, including the waste gas. And the 1. And the 2. And the 3. Okay, go back to making irregular pipes. Please. Speaking of regular pipes, is the recycling network connected? Yes, actually. Okay. Yeah, it's connected to the carbon dioxide, which is connected to the mixer. Good. So here, that's nitrogen going in. Good. Next, oxygen. Gonna have to pass through here. How can I fit a wire in there? I can have a wire. I can have this wire connect to like a pump here. Come on. Okay, give me another pump, another pipe. That's almost good. There. Oxygen connects. Come on. Okay. You connect this way. Actually, we don't need pumps. We need pressure regulators. Whoops. I did the wrong thing. That's probably going to be enough. Okay, stop. That might be enough pipes. I don't know. Okay. So the pumps were wrong. Give me pressure regulators instead. My bad.
Hydration critical.
Hydration's fine. Let me connect the waste gas. Once again, it's going to have to be pumped. We can have the pump hang out like here. So we have a wire, like, yeah, connect. And then you connect to the waste. So I'm gonna have you go up above so you don't block travel. Okay. Not too high, but to not go outside and get cold. Then you connect over there to the waste gas system. Don't connect to the water pipes. That's a bad idea. Right here. Probably gonna need another connection to waste gases as we do more stuff, but for now that's gonna be good enough. Okay, so that should be the suit storage. Workable, kind of, maybe. I did way too many pressure regulators. It's fine. We'll use them maybe eventually someday, probably not. Up. How much did we waste? It was mostly gold and iron and copper. It's fine. Okay, a bit too many pressure regulators, but that's not the end of the world. Let me split. We just need 3, not 15. My bad. Okay, so this leaves. This leaves. It said you put pressure regulators. Yep. So they're gonna pump until it's at a certain pressure, then turn off. Automatically, you don't need to program them. This way. Same thing here. You need a pump. So you just pump until it's nothing. Okay. Time to connect the wires. That's connected. You go up above. Do like a loop-de-loop. Through the suit storage. Can you do that? No, you can't. Okay, never mind then. Go around. No, go up above. That should work. Okay, it's kind of right in the middle, though. It's kind of in the way, but whatever. Not the most elegant system, but it'll work for our purposes. Okay, get in there. And then get in there. So that's connected. That's connected. This right here is not connected. I can connect it somehow. I'm sure of it. Bonk. Like this. This. And then this. So that should be the suit locker done. Which means if I slot my suit in there, it's going to recharge, get some oxygen in, and get some nitrogen in once we have gases inside the system. Hopefully it does not empty out the gases. So 5,000. Down here is my backpack for nitrogen, but that's fine. You did empty out my tank. Nice job. Let me make sure the pressure regulators are correct. Up to 9,000 kPa. We'll do 899.50 or 8,950. There we go. Pressure regulate. You just empty out the waste tank. Thank you. Which should go in here. In this system, which is connected to these guys, which should recycle the oxygen back in. Let's see. It's gonna take a bit, presumably. Actually, no. Oh well. Let me check my gas analyzer, see what happened. Did we get any gases? We have a tiny bit of nitrogen in here, which doesn't seem right because this is supposed to be... No, this is the nitrogen pipe. Carbon dioxide. Some carbon dioxide. A bit. A small amount. Oxygen. A bit of oxygen. And in here, no pressure. Okay, so we need to put some ices inside this ice crusher to put some air in the system. Let me drink some water. Yum. Also, I can turn on the heater again. It's only 10 degrees right now. Boop. Nice job, heater. Be enough for now. Okay, let me put some ices. Oxygen ice should be. That's all we need actually. There we go. We have a bunch. I'll put one stack. So this machine is gonna give us some oxygen nitrogen, which is going to get pumped. Yeah. Going to get pumped into the system, which should filter them out. There we go. And then it should fill up the suit with pure oxygen, which means I should be able to ditch my nitrogen filter. In fact, speaking of, I'm gonna empty out this air tank. There we go. And we're gonna ditch the nitrogen filter. Let's see if that works. But anyway, put some ice in here. There we go. How's the power? We have a bunch of machines turned on now. Power is stable, it looks like. So you should be receiving oxygen. Yep, pressure's going up. Is my suit getting pressured? Doesn't seem so. Ah, because it's turned off. That's why. Okay. Go all the way, please, to 9,000 kPa. Thank you. So this should pump in the air and turn off when it's at the correct pressure. Oh god, that's not much, is it? Do we have more ice? We're gonna need more ice. Eh. Atmosphere is being pumped. I mean, yeah, there's stuff in there, for sure. But it doesn't look like it's pumping very much. I think I need also a volume pump just next to it. Let me try that. We can have two pumps next to each other. Whoop. Just so happens we have too many pumps anyway. So now they should pump the air. Whether there's the air inside these pipes is very thin, but we have a big storage tank. So they should pump the air, and this here is gonna shut off when the pressure is too high, to avoid everything exploding. Actually, that's not true. This is going to keep pumping until the pipes here explode. So it's gonna have to be temporary. A temporary measure. So you pump. This pipe here is accumulating pressure. This is letting it through. Yeah, so pressure is going up. Soon's all gonna be done. You're empty. Pretty much. So we have a decent amount of oxygen. We should be getting pumped in here and then in there. It's not going well. What's the problem? I mean, the air is going up. I just want this to be automated, so I don't have to manually, like, work it. You know what? Let me print a PDA with an atmospheric connection, so I can see what's going on. Okay, give me a tablet, please. Advanced tablet needs electromet solder. Are we out of solder? No. Yeah, no, there's solder here. Solder. And an electrum. There we go. Okay. So give me a tablet. Give me a small battery for it. Thank you. That's gonna take a while. Looks like something is leaking here. Is there a leak? There's air coming from this thing here. Maybe it's heating up. Hard to say. Oxygen is getting pumped. The air tank. Oh, the air tank. The valve was open. That's the issue. So now what? Hello? You have a closed valve now? Which means I should be able to stop the volume pump. Turn on. Oh, okay. That was a big jump. Okay, so we were leaking oxygen, but that's fine. It was hot oxygen anyway. Okay, that's much better. What if I replace this volume pump by just a regular pipe? There it is. Is it still going to keep going up? Yes. Kind of slow, but yes. Good. So that should automate itself. No need for us to keep hanging around. And we have a pure oxygen bottle now, so we don't need nitrogen filters anymore. Which means our waste gas is only going to be mostly cold oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay, so that's good. The suit is done. We just need to bring over our potatoes. The tablet can... whatever. Can you give me a microwave? Yes. Microwave and a table. Tables are done over here. Table. Needs a bunch of iron and copper. You have iron and copper. If I ditch everything out. Copper, iron. Give me one table, please. Thank you. Okay. One table. One microwave. I'm gonna put this next to the water. And it looks like we're out of water. Well, the pipes aren't exploding, so I think we can just dump a full stack of ice inside the pipe system and be fine. I think I should... let me have a wire running from the APC to the ground. Because we're going to need to wire multiple things and we don't want to go on the roof every time. But we might run out of wires. Oops. Never enough wires. Please give me some. Thank you. Give the microwave too. While we're here. Okay, that's connected. Should be enough for what we want to do. Okay. So that should be connected now. Yes. Next, let me get some water. Where's my ice backpack? There it is. Some water inside the system. Thank you. I still want the atmospherics cartridge so I can see what's going on inside that water thingy. Let's see. Atmos analyzer. Also a battery. Thank you. Put that in there. Put that battery in there. Actually, no, that's going to be an empty battery. Swap this out. Okay, what are we looking at? Inside these pipes. The water is fine. There's 2 liters in there, so how come you're... oh, well, that's because we're just filling it. The water is fine. It's not losing... Is it losing temperature? It looks like it's slowly freezing. Yeah, it's losing temperature. But what is losing temperature? I'm gonna guess it's those tanks. Because they're connected to the outside. Maybe. If we have enough water, it should be fine. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on that. I might just need to take down these water tanks here. And replace them with insulated tanks. Which wouldn't change much, really. How's the suit? The suit is pressurized. What happened to my helmet? It's over here. Okay, let's program the waste recycling system. Give me a second. Here's the weather station, which is also important. Looks like we're slowly losing power, so we'll have to consider beefing up our power generation someday. Unless a storm arrives, which is definitely going to be refilling all of our... Okay. Weather station. You can be here, I think. Oh, you need finishing touches, huh? Plastic sheets. We just so happens to have plastic sheets, don't we? Oh, there's cables in there. A bit of cables. Doggy, why? Okay, well, some plastic sheets. Yeah, it just needs 3 plastic sheets. We can do that. And look at the speed of that pressurization. That's much faster than inside the life support nugget. Anyway, you need silicone. Thank you. Move that here. Get 3 sheets, please. Plastic sheets. And the 1. And the 2. And the 3. And it looks like things are getting colder in here. So yes, this base is so big it's passively losing heat. You know, a little bit. Over here. Well, that please. And then make sure there's... Okay, maybe the bottle mix I have inside my welder is not exactly perfect. That's fine. There's a wire here. Move it. Come on. Okay. Come on. Come on. So, how's it looking? If I turn you on. If I can find where you turn on this thing. It's fine. Okay, so at least now we know. What do I need to turn on? So we're gonna have to program this thing here, this valve. If it's too high pressure, turn on. This filter, if it's the decent temperature, turn on. And if it's too low, if it's too high temperature, this turns on. If this too low temperature, this turns on. So, where's my laptop? There it is. Okay. I have to start writing. So, we need alias. Yeah. Alias db. No, it's gonna be alias filter and then db. So we're gonna put the chip inside the filter, which is gonna be db device base. I think is what it's called or something. It's where we're going to be reading stuff. And then alias, cooling valve, D0, and then alias, pressure valve, D1. Okay, start. Make sure you yield so you don't run this every nanosecond, but every second instead. Also, we're hungry. Yield. First, load from into R0 from filter the pressure. Check the pressure. Set greater than 60,000. Wait, no, it's gonna be set greater than R0 60,000. Or let me go with 50,000 just to be safe. If it's higher than 50,000, so if it's true, set pressure valve on R0. Okay, so that's done. Next, load R0 filter. Load the temperature. So it's gonna be input temperature. Temperature, right? No, that's not it. Filtration. It's called temperature input. Dang it, I got it backwards. Temperature input. Like this. Okay. Then set greater than 20 degrees. So R0, 20 degrees, which is 288. If it's hot, get the cooling valve on. So set cooling valve on R0. And then one more time, load R0 filter temperature input. Now going to be set lesser than R0, 288. So if it's cold, turn on. Set filter on R0. Okay. And then jump back to start. So yeah, that should do the trick. Let me get the chip out. Chip. Oh, I forgot to export. Get the chip in there. Let me get my screwdriver. So our D0 is cooling, right? Cooling. Right? Right? I can't see. I can't see. Okay. Yeah, D0 is cooling. So now we gotta label them. You get the labeler. You are cooling valve. You are pressure valve. Firm. So we're gonna set those. Let's see. Cooling valve. Pressure valve. That should be good to go. I also gotta get some filters in there. So filter CO2. Thank you. Now this is going to accumulate other gases than CO2, but every time we expand, every time we're going to be opening the valve, we should be accumulating pressure, which eventually should result in us venting a bunch of stuff. Okay, first we gotta go and eat, and then we can come back and see if it's working. Let's go eat and pack up some potatoes. We'll store them inside the base, and then we can survive inside the base now. So tomorrow we can work on, I think, botany. Health is fine. We can work on botany, get the potatoes seeds moved in, and then we're gonna have to work on getting some lights, getting some furniture, a bed, automating everything, so automating the lights of every room, that kind of stuff, and then that should be that. Because once that base is built, then it's all uphill. You know, we can do trading, we can do rocket stuff. We won't, but we could. Or basically have won the game and be able to survive for infinity. At least until the ice is run out. But there's so much ice that we should be able to get some reliable trading done before we run out of ice. Or get a rocket up to go and mine for us. Which is basically the same as having infinite resources. One thing we could do is harvest the oxygen from the atmosphere, heat it up, and then sell it to merchants, because merchants often purchase oxygen. Usually you don't have much, you don't have much oxygen to spare, but this planet is pure oxygen. So as long as it's at a decent temperature, they should be able to buy it. Which should be basically infinite money. Also, the dog is here. Hey, doggy. Fill this. Okay. See for the potatoes, don't mind me. There's no power. Eh, it's fine. Potatoes. Give me a bit more. 3, 4, 5. 5 potatoes should be good enough. Okay, you can stay in there. Let's go back to the real base. We'll eat the potato and turn on the smelt some steel and turn on the filtration machine and see how it all works out. I turned this off. Oh, dang it. Oop. That's better. I think now that we don't need to come back, okay, well, we'll have to come back one more time for the seeds, the potato seeds. But once that's done, I think we can just disassemble the rover, so we don't have to build a whole garage for it. We can keep the resources inside. And yeah, that should be that. We can just focus on the actual base. And whenever we need to mine, we can come back out on this field, this open field, and mine as much as we want. And if we ever really need to go back to the mining base, I can put some coal inside the generator, the coal generator, fire it up, and that should bring the base back to life, basically. And also, if we do have a power deficit, turning on the heater should bring power back. It should top up my batteries. It's 8 kilowatts. A big jump to my power. Just like just like with the coal generator. Here we go. Going. Okay. And we're back. Let's test... Okay, let's first eat, and then test out this filter system. Yeah, we're getting kind of hurt right now. Thank you. Huh, looks like the air inside is kind of cold. Okay. Put that stuff in there. Where's my headlamp? Oh, it's still on. Is my headlamp working inside my bag? I think it is, actually. Neat. I gotta eat. Badly. Thank you. Drink. Where's the PDA that we used not too long ago to check on all this stuff? How's the ice? I mean the water. Is it becoming ice? No, it's stable temperature. The water in these pipes, if it's at a decent temperature, should help stabilize the temperature. By being at like 11 degrees, it should absorb heat and exhale heat whenever it goes above and below its own temperature. Thank you. Okay. It's coming along. Potato. Okay, well, we got one behind the desk. Pick that up. No, don't stick your head outside. Don't explode, please. Up. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off. Put the suit back on, which is at 9,000 kPa, so it did just fully recharge. Okay, and let's get this filtration machine turned on. See how it works out. Ooh, yeah, look at this. Look at this power. Yeah, we're draining power. Pretty fast, too. Let me turn on the heater a bit. Should give it a good kick. There we go. Let's see how that did. Not that much really. Yeah, we'll need more wind turbines. Let's see. We'll run out of steel doing it. Well, just so happens we're here to print steel. So you know what? Use the rest of our steel to do wind turbines, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some steel while this happens. Maybe the wind is just slow outside. Maybe. Thank you. Oh, storm warning. Okay, I'm gonna disassemble the rover. Okay. There's nothing in these crates anyway. Come on. Thank you. Where's the other crate? I think it just disappeared. Oh. Oh. It's on the roof. Let me go pick that up. Up. Okay. The crate is there. The crate's physics were making me float. Take the power. Take this apart. Hand drill. Oh! That easy. Huh. Alright then. Anything inside these crates? Some frames. That's it. They're probably gonna be taken by the storm. I don't really care. It's more of a pain to bring them inside than it is to save them. Actually, can I just deconstruct them? Yeah. Boom. Okay, so that should be good. Are you turned on right now? No. Turn you on. Yeah, right now there's nothing. Oh. I think we're actually at line 9. Line 7. Let's see what that is. Line 7. Load R0 filter. Pressure input. That's the issue. There we go. Fixed. Export. Get that chip over there. How about now? No. Error. Just an error with the filtration. Yeah. Because currently everything's empty. So let's do a small test. I don't have the ice backpack with me. Give me a sec. Go get all the ices and the minerals and whatnot. Come on. Get this battery. Here we go. Pick up that battery, please. Come on. Get out of my face. I want this battery. Come on. No. No, I can't pick it up. It's stuck in the corner. Okay, well, it's gonna be stuck in the corner. Whatever. Go over here. Okay, so what did I want to do again? The ices and minerals. You are empty. You have minerals and some ice. Good. So we'll test it. We'll do a small burn. empty it and see how that works. Okay. Good. So, you turn on. You have an issue. The issue being, you need a pipe here, even if it's nothing. There you go. Okay, no longer an issue. So do a burn. Burn that, please. Oh, there's the storm. Sight. Come on. Okay. Turn on the... Okay, it's already pumping out. So now the filtration machine, so turn on these... Yep, this is turned on. It's cooling. This thing is not even... Oh, it doesn't have a... It doesn't have an out pipe. Yeah. That's gonna explode, but that's fine. It can break. It'll be basically a passive vent when it breaks. Boop. It's a vent now. Are you filtering over there? Oh, is it over? Are we done? Oh, it's fast. I mean, things are turned off, so I imagine that's true. Let's do one bit of steel. Right, currently this is all empty. Yes. So let me do another burn. Then we'll do some steel and see how it works out. Make sure not to throw inside the backpack or we'll lose everything. Oh. What's the problem? Okay, whatever. Burn it. Good. Then inside there, put some coal and iron. It's not currently venting, right? Yep. Okay. You just have to make sure that nothing gets outside this place. Okay. Oh, good thing is our wind turbine should be super mega charging right now. Oof, look at that. Yeah, that should fill up the batteries. In theory, anyway. Keep making me some steel, please. Thank you. We'll just smelt whatever we can. I think one more line, then we can recycle. Maybe. I think things can get processed as long as it's hot enough. And right now it's decently hot. It's a bit annoying having to walk around this. If I knew how this would turn out, I would do it slightly bigger. Because it's a bit inconvenient. Also, us being outside is going to be draining my battery extra hard because things are super cold right now. I mean, things are already cold, but this is getting really cold. Colderer. Colder. Whatever. If 288 is 25 degrees, then we're currently at minus 172. So we're at about 100 kelvins. 0 Kelvin being absolute zero, the coldest possible temperature. It's pretty cold. Not much heat. Are you good? Still good over there? Yeah, still good. Keeps processing. How's the pressure? Yeah, it's fine. Keep it up. How much steel is it going to be anyway? About 1,000. Anyway, we're not going to finish the process of melting the steel before the storm. We're going to finish the steel when the storm's over. Otherwise, the steel might get blown away in the wind, which would really suck. Don't we have a bit extra inside the mining belt? You see mining belt? No, we don't. Okay, so that's all the things processed. Let's empty out the furnace slowly. Let me see if it's going to go over pressure. Oh, you just turned yourself off? Are you still reading stuff while you're off? Also, what the heck is that on the ground? That's liquid something. That's liquid something right there. Okay, well, when this turns off, the filtration should turn on. Let's see. It wasn't that hot, was it? Do I still have the PDA that tells me the info? It's still 100 degrees. There's pollutants, but it's being drained right here. This here is draining the liquid pollutants. Oh, okay, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. The furnace, is it empty yet? It's emptying. Okay, well, once that's done, we're gonna have to make sure that we have the carbon dioxide out, the exit, like the release valve working. Otherwise, this might explode. So far, it's fine. Is it getting colder? No, it's getting hotter. It's too cold in there. The carbon dioxide is getting frozen. It's fine. The new batch should warm it up. Hopefully. And there's too much liquid. This is on, right? Yeah, this is on. And it is draining the liquids, but still. It's not draining fast enough. Let me turn that off. Temperature's almost low enough. The filtering to start. Now should be low enough. Hey. Check. No. Ayo. Hey. Okay, now it's good. So now this should reduce the stress as it processes it. Oh dang, it's getting colder still. It's too cold. I messed up something. These are still working, I believe. They need a one-way valve, like here. No, they're only one way. Why is it still getting colder? Yeah, it's way too cold. Something is wrong. Oh. That's because this pipe here... That's because this pipe here is exposed. Oh well, the good thing is we're gonna get some pure carbon dioxide ice. That'll work. Pick up the ice. Yoink. Well, maybe I should just do this instead. That's much better. Just collect the ice. Okay, well, I think it's good to say that the filtration system is a failure. But we're still getting some carbon dioxide from it, so it's okay, I guess. Oh well. We miscalculated things. How's it looking in here instead? It's still super cold carbon dioxide. But whatever. It should be enough to feed the plants. Okay, so we got some carbon dioxide, but things are this radiator system is unpredictable. It cools too much, and it doesn't stop cooling. When I turned off the valve, it still kept cooling. which was really bad because then it cooled until the carbon dioxide became ice, which is when the system got overwhelmed. And this filtration machine is not very good. I'm just gonna turn it off. Oh well. It's alright, you don't win them every day. I'm not sure what exactly I should change. Maybe make these convection radiators small. Ooh, look at that, all this ice. I can't go get it because it's inside the solid blocks. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna guess if I made maybe smaller radiators, that might work. Or just have an AC unit. That can also work. I think in fact the AC unit is gonna be way simpler. It's gonna be something like this, into an AC unit, into this. So the problem is that this does not require much power. The AC unit is gonna require power. If I was to redo it, because I'm not going to be redoing it. Instead we'll just use all these holes as passive vents. And we can keep smelting. Speaking of smelting, let's smelt. This should be pretty much empty, yep. Which means I can do another burn. A bit more, please. Burn that. And this. Burn it too. And that should be hot enough for some steel. Come on. Okay, maybe needs another burn. How about now? Come on, steel. Hey. It's enough. There's going to be plenty of steel. We have a bunch of wind turbines in there, so okay. That should be good enough. So, we have life support pretty much done. Tomorrow we'll focus on getting the botany systems up and running. The gas recycling system, just put an AC unit, is what we learned. Up. Okay, so put some steel in here. And here. And in here. Thank you. The batteries are recharged. Temperature is decent. I think that's it for today. Just put the stuff in here. Tomorrow we'll do botany. And probably like just general habitations. Oh, you know what I can do? Put that on my head. I can crush this carbon dioxide ice. So we can have some hot carbon dioxide inside the systems. Thank you. If I ever need power, I can turn on the heater a bit. Or install the wind turbines. Okay, well, we're gonna install the wind turbines. Do the botany section. Probably do a bunch of lights everywhere. We'll see. That's some extra cold ice, it looks like. How are these filters looking? 95%, 92%. It's fine, mostly. How are you looking in here? It says it's not frozen. Oh, okay, well, the new carbon dioxide I'm adding is extra hot, so, well, it's extra hot. It's pretty hot. And carbon dioxide is a very good, just like with water, it's also a very good temperature regulator because it has a high heat capacity. So if we had a bunch of carbon dioxide, it should heat up the whole thing. But to be honest, that filtration machine should have added a ton of carbon dioxide to the system. Because it was a pretty big amount of gases we had in there. I was worried that we were going to burst the pipes anyway. Oh, you think you can turn off? You can turn off. We're trying to save power. You can turn off. You guys are working. The temperature does not seem to be going up that much. It's slowly processing. Oh yeah, this is... Okay, that's because the ice was extra cold. So it takes a while to process, and it takes a lot of power too. What I could do is just dump the ice out, like this. Boom. I made the room a little colder, but that added the carbon dioxide. Speaking of, how much do we have in the atmosphere? Is it enough for plants? 1.8 moles. Meh. It's not. Oh no, that's nitrogen. CO2 is 1.8 moles. Well, it's not much, but it should be enough. Yep, you're slowly heating up. Anything else I can turn off to save power? The suit stuff is done. Turn off. Turn everything off. Look at all these machines we have working, but not really. These guys can turn off. I'm gonna keep the carbon dioxide one up. You can see how things progress. How many did we get? How many wind turbines? 7. That's decent. Let me just print the frames. 7 frames, please. Actually, we have iron frames over here. That'll be enough. Just need the iron sheets, which we have almost enough. The 1 and the 2. Okay, so we're ready. That's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow, we'll get the wind turbines installed, we'll get the botany section done, and I think we're gonna install a bunch of lights everywhere. And then on Sunday, we should get the finishing touches, some furniture, a bed, some doors, some automation. That should be that. So, see you guys. Okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye, okay, bye, 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 bye.